I was coming into the game, just watching the 4 games, including the morning, obviously, of Syracuse, and just came away extremely impressed with their basketball team. Just since I've been at Cornell, this is the best team. And as a coach, I can respect so much of what they're doing. They share the basketball. They play hard. You can tell they each like each other, and obviously extremely talented. And then you throw a kid like Wes Johnson, who's as good as there is in college basketball. You got a special group. So I knew our task was going to be a tough one tonight, and I'm proud of our guys. I thought we fought hard. Didn't play great in certain stretches in particular, where in the second half we turned the ball over and missed open shots. But for the most part, I thought we did a good job, and I give Syracuse and Jim a ton of credit. I thought they played terrific.
Their defense to start the second half, was it just more active?
You know what, I thought we did a good job for the most part against the defense. I think what happens is when you go against zone so long, you can get lazy. And that's part of the reason Syracuse is so good at it. Not too many people do it, so it's different for your guys to go 40 minutes, 20 minutes, until we executed as well as we can in the first half. Got open looks, got the ball inside. The second half, they start getting in a rhythm too in what you're doing on offense, and I thought they did a great job stepping in passing lanes. And then we have chances to make open shots during that stretch to weather the storm, and we don't. And no one, in my estimation, goes in transition better than Syracuse. It's amazing.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about the importance of minimizing Foot's touches and the rhythm of your offense? You had a lot of offensive rebounds, but you get the ball inside. Can you talk about that?
Well, part of their zone is they're not going to let you just dump it down to Jeff. I mean, that's something obviously we love to do. They do such a great job of swarming it. They have great length. And then when you get it down there, they're going to trap you. And the problem with this is, we asked Jeff to do so much in a game like this against that size and athleticism, playing 35 minutes. You're a little hesitant to do that. I thought we executed the heck out of our offense in terms of finding open shots, and unfortunately I think the guys turned the ball over a couple times, but we got almost every possession where we needed a good look, we got it. That stretch where we turned the ball over was our obviously the difference in the game when they really extended their lead.
So, Coach, can you talk about the play Eric Peck tonight? It seems to be pretty effective in the minutes he's out there.
Yes, he is, and I've been telling anybody that listens, he's as talented a basketball player as we brought into this program. There's no question about it, and he's got a great feel, as you saw. He has great poise, he knows how to play. But he's a freshman, so he's got some being away from home for the first time. He's got Cornell classes for the first time. He's got a lot of things that he's transitioned into. But I think over the next month and a half, you're going to see something that really helps us, and he's going to make us a better basketball team. And that was a positive tonight for sure. To show the poise that he makes, the passes, and against that length and athleticism in this environment was obviously extremely encouraging.
Coach, can you talk about the impact of Chris Robleski these past couple of games? 22 points on Friday, today, 15 points. Can you talk about him?
Well, Chris is as good a player as we have. That's, I think, people since he's a little younger than those seniors, but in terms of knowing how to play, bringing it every single day, skill level, toughness, intelligence, arguably our best player. And I think people just seem to forget that he does that. He does it on all stages. I think he got a little fatigued and missed open shots, but he kept getting them. And he's creative in how he gets them. He shot fakes, he moves the ball. It's not just they're leaving him open. Obviously, they came out and tried to stop him in the second half. He got good looks. I think he's a little tired, but as good players in our program, I just think people just don't talk about him as much.
Steve, what's your read on Lewis of this game and Friday?
Unfortunately, Lou didn't play 2 of his better games. He played so well the first 2 games, and unfortunately, he hasn't played great. I think those teams were after him pretty good, after the UMass game in particular. I think you'll see him bounce back like we know we can. He did not play well, and unfortunately for us, and I think Lou knows this, for us to win at Syracuse or Seton Hall. So, he's got to obviously play real well. Just did not play well. I think he got a little frustrated early on. This was a zone game, a little different than the regular game. And I think you'll very confident that you'll see the real, what we're used to, real soon. He had a great preseason. That's what's funny. He's just had a bad week for whatever reason.
think his confidence is shaking a little bit.
It's hard to imagine a kid who's done so much and has accomplished so much and is playing almost 100 college games and has been in this environment. I don't know if it's confidence overall, but is there a piece of it tonight that I felt like, gosh, he's just not engaged in his game like he normally is. And we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Anything else, Coach?
Coach, can you talk real quick about the defense giving up 89 points against Seton Hall in 88 minutes? Just playing two real explosive teams, or is it anything you've seen from defense?
I never look at point totals to decide how we guard, to be quite honest with you. We're a team that likes to go up and down, so we're not going to try to slow it down at all. And obviously, both those teams play fast. I'm obviously concerned with the field goal percentage, especially from three. But it's hard to judge yourself and really understand how you're doing when a team is this caliber playing. Carolina is probably wondering how the heck their defense is after they played. A lot of it also is in transition, and we give up easy buckets, and it's not your defense. I feel very confident that we're a good defensive basketball team. Playing too many guys, too many minutes may hurt us on the defensive end, but I'm trying to stay in the game at the same time. So I think we'll see a good stretch of games and players in the next 3 games we play this weekend, and hopefully you'll see the defense that obviously we got to play to win the Ivy League.
Coming into this game, Cornell played us so tough last year. They didn't have Dale. All those guys are a year older. So watching the tapes, they played great their first 2 games. And Seton Hall beat them because Hazel was just making an incredible number of tough shots throughout the whole game. And Seton Hall's a very good team this year. They really improved. But Cornell was coming in from New York. I think our guys did a tremendous job tonight, particularly the start of the second half, adjusting defensively. We got to their shooters the first 8 or 10 minutes. They made some very tough shots in the first half, some very tough shots, 2 or 3 right at the end of the shot clock. We had hands up. But, we offensively, we missed a couple layups in the first half. We're not rebounding inside. Our big guys are not rebounding the way we need to. But I thought the second half, our defense, the first 10 minutes was really good. Brandon got some great opportunities and got in the lane, and Andy's been playing tremendous basketball. But I thought overall our defense was the key starting the second half. And this was a tough game. Come back from New York to play this team, and obviously I think they're a tremendous team. I think they're going to be in the NCAA tournament and be a very good team in the NCAA tournament. They've got a very good basketball team. This was a tough game for us to get ready for mentally. I thought the end of the first half, every time they made a 3, we came back and made a good possession, made a good play. And, I thought it was in a lot of ways as good a win as the 2 that we had in New York. Most people wouldn't see it that way, but I think coming off that tournament, coming home, I would see it that way. Questions?
Coach, what about that 10-minute stretch in the second half of the defense? What did you see that made it so?
Well, we got to their shooters better. They do a tremendous job. They're as tough to play as anybody. They got 3 or 4 perimeter shooters, and they move the ball around. Even when they go inside, they're still coming to the perimeter shooters. And we were doing a better job of finding those shooters in the second half. They're probably the most difficult team to play against zone that we'll play. I'm pretty comfortable in saying that. And we did a good job of finding their shooters. And it's a good lesson for us because we need to be able to do that. We didn't do a good job on the post guy, and we'll see that this year. So we've got to be able to do a little better job than we did. that area too. But it was, again, it's the mental thing of coming off New York and being able to get composed and coming back and playing a good game. I think that's very difficult to do.
Jim, Chris Joseph was able to go in and give you a lot of good minutes and make that one. So talk about his game tonight.
Well, as soon as he learns how to make a layup, he's got a chance. But he's active. You know, he's active. He covers well in the wings. Our small lineup is better against some teams, like this particularly. But we've got to play better inside. Our post guys have got to be better than they were tonight.
How happy are you that Brandon is making big plays and big moments at this stage in his career?
I'm not surprised.
Jim, what happened with Mookie there on the end of the bench?
Nothing. Anything else? Thank you.